deal that that's going to be our new president for the whole state next year. So good luck there, Evelyn, especially with Chicago. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight in this horrendous weather. Thank you so much for taking the time and the energy to come out for the home builders. And Chuck, for your leadership over the past year, you did a great job. And the entire board. They've worked hard on these local issues. What we've tried to do is really get out in the forefront, fight City Hall in Normal and Bloomington to try to save us $6,000 to $10,000 per house on these sprinkler systems. And so far, we did manage to get it off the agenda. We did manage to delay it at least 1 year. So for that, a big thanks to Chuck and the leadership there for that. And to Lisa for keeping things running and looking forward to letting you run the place for the next 2 years. It was a special year. Talked about the sprinkler issue. In doing so, I wanted to just mention that an alliance that we did form with another group in town, which is the Bloomington-Normal Association of Realtors. Their executive board is here tonight. But without them on this sprinkler issue, they funded a significant amount of money to put it out through their RFAC, through their Realtor Political Action Committee at the state level and the federal level, and we were able to put out enough information to the town. We met numerous times. The two boards have combined completely and met numerous times with the city council, each council person separately in this entire process. So I want to thank the Board of Realtors and look forward to their continuing work with them. So. You know, when I first got together with my business partner here, J.D. Stell, the first couple of days we were out looking at houses and there were some experiences there. But one of the things was I told him, I says, you know what, J.D., I says, I love the smell of sawdust in the morning, you know. And he just looked at me. And so over these years, as the economy has treated us so kindly, just about 2 months ago, he says, how's that smell of that sawdust in the morning? Still love it. In 2012, what we're looking forward to is continuing our Muddy Boots luncheons that Lisa has put together and went out there. We had very successful ones in the past. If you can attend those, please do. They're very informative. We've had OSHA in, we've had the appraisers in. The next one is in February 23rd for a cheap plug, but it will be OSHA coming back in telling us that the head guy for Illinois will be coming in to tell us exactly what he expects in the next year out of every one of us that are builders, and what they're going to be looking for on site. So it's going to be a very good one. The relationship with Miller Park Zoo has evolved over the years, and past boards have built several enclosures and things out there right now. Chuck and the board is out there. Evelyn is are you the president now of the zoo? She's the president of the Miller Park Zoological Society, so of course there is a connection between the Miller Park Zoological Society and us, but that's been very good. And then our relationship with the ISU student chapter, we continue that, and of course the home show. Lisa had to move that thing from the center out west downtown to the Coliseum. Tremendous amount of problems through the entire thing, but she came through. She's got it sold out. There's a few booths left right now, I think, but just an unbelievable job on that, so that continues to go. And then, of course, the golf outing. In 2012, we have a new initiative that we're going to introduce. We're going to attempt to build a greenhouse in town, all green. The Champaign home builders just completed a very successful project over there. The property is totally green, meets all the standards. Extremely expensive project, but they got a lot of stuff donated. They did it as a fundraiser, so we are pursuing that in cooperation with them. They've given us their complete budget. They've given them all their vendors that they contacted, the whole deal, so we don't have to start from scratch. So we will be rolling that out this year and building that house, and we feel that the publicity from that will be good. We want to be good partners with the city, even though we're fighting them right now on a couple issues, but we do want to maintain our relationship with them and build green and see if somebody will donate a sprinkler system to us for free. What do you think the chances of that are? But that will be a point that we will drive home, that if they are so good and they're so great, why don't you guys donate one and stick it in here and we'll see how it works. So that will be a corner piece of that new project. We will continue to strive with the other Central Illinois associations. We have worked, like I said, with Champaign. Billy Pfeiffer is past president. We worked with him very closely to get this information. Peoria, Lisa has a tremendous relationship with Peoria. We want to combine the 3 different associations to continue to fight some of this stuff. And we want to communicate more with the state of Illinois. Evelyn's going to be the president of Illinois. I think there hasn't been much connection with them, and we want to continue that, lean on them to get more interaction with the state, and go from there. But there are challenges. Right now, the downward pressure of pricing, pre-owned houses, our nemesis, have dropped, as a lot of realtors in the office or in the building here right now. When we built a house for $400,000 or $500,000 a couple of years ago, and it sells for $300,000 today, that's a pre-owned house, used house, whatever you want to call it. That puts a lot of pressure on our pricing strategy. We know that, so that's a challenge for the next year. Tremendous challenge as we live with every day. And coupled with that, drywall went up 35% January 1st. So, you know, one thing's going one way and the prices are going the other way, so it's not any cheaper for us to build a house. That's for darn sure. So we just have to keep hanging in there, and a lot of people are talking about a survival mode. That may be true, but as we come out of this, the companies get an opportunity to look inward. You get to get more lean. Kind of probably 5, 10, 8 years ago, most of us were wasting a lot of money in our operations, and now we're running very lean. So when this thing does turn around, we should come out on top of this thing and be extremely strong. Legislation and mandates, the sprinklers, the safety codes. I heard today that the fire marshal in Illinois now, since the sprinkler codes have been kind of taken out of everything with all our work across the state, he's going to do an end round and put it in life safety and try to bring it down that way from the state level. So Evelyn, you'll be fighting that at the state level, hopefully. And we will continue to do that. We'll get the consumer confidence up, hopefully, and just have a good year. You know, it's been a lot of challenges. I had the opportunity several years ago to go to a seminar, and I was one of the last ones in, so I got on the front row because nobody wanted to sit there. But it was General Colin Powell, and he's up there talking. He starts his deal. Of course, he's talking to a bunch of realtors and a bunch of builders. But he did say this. He says, you know, I'm out on the front line. I'm out there. I've had my troops. We're all fighting for your freedoms. We're fighting for the freedoms of this country. He says, I really envy you guys and gals in this room, you know, and everybody's just kind of looking at me. He says, I envy you because I'm out trying to preserve freedom, trying to preserve the American dream, and each day, every one of you are helping somebody find the American dream. You're helping them live the American dream. You're helping them get into that house. In our case, you know, sometimes, although we need to make profit to stay in business, but sometimes when you sit there at the closing table and you've just built the house and you've got the couple or the single or whatever they are, doesn't matter, but the pride of them, that's their house, you know, and it's like their dream. And you've helped, everybody in this room has helped people accomplish that dream. If we can continue to look at that with that kind of attitude and continue to go forward positive and talk about continuing to keep this dream alive, that's what we need to do. We'll fight the battles at City Hall, Springfield, and D.C. We meet with legislators in Springfield and in Washington pretty much 4 or 5 times a year right now. So we continue to meet with these individuals. We continue to express to them, just don't put roadblocks up in front of us. You know, just let us do our thing. Just don't try to stop us. So that fight will continue. Pretty much optimistic about that. And like I said, Colin Powell just kept saying how jealous he was that he did all this stuff. I mean, he did his job, but he didn't get to experience what we get to experience. So if we keep that in perspective, maybe things will look a little bit better. So in summary, you know, I've been called a lot of things lately by the realtors. One of them was Builder Boy. That's a new nickname I've got, Builder Boy, which, you know, I'm a young pup, so I can understand that, but that's because I hang out with Builder Girl over here, so that goes with the territory. But as an association, I think we'll be on the forefront. We're going to fight every mandate and every regulation that's going to stop us as possible, whether it be in Springfield, like I said, D.C., or the council chambers downtown. We'll continue to fight for our members. And another thing that I think we need to do as an association is support our members. Membership counts. Members first. Lisa had the campaign years ago. I believe that if you're not going to be a member of the Home Builders Association, then the Home Builders Association shouldn't recommend you to anybody that calls the office to ask who a good home builder is. I believe that we should support our affiliates. I believe we should support the people that are putting the stuff in our closets and the stuff on our windows and all the other stuff, the plumbers, the cabinets, and everything else. I mean, let's support the people that support the membership. So I want to make an initiative with the to our members only, first. And we don't even recommend anybody else that's not a member. It's $450 a year. I mean, come on. I mean, everybody's excuse is that's too much money. That's garbage.
$415.
Thank you, $415.
There you go.
For something. So, details, JD, details. What's $35 a month?
Well, it might be a lot to somebody.
Okay, $450 if you want to do it. That's the new.
I'll take the extra.
The point is, when you can go on a vacation. The point is that we need to support our members, period. We need to work with the realtors. The realtors have been unbelievably, and I am a realtor, full disclosure, but at the same time, this association that we have, the people that associate with us, that help us meet our goals, I think we need to respect and we need to push their business. So basically, we want to highlight and publicize and recommend our members for business, and hopefully at the end of the day, we'll add value to our membership and keep all our businesses as we go, and we continue to put this American dream out to everybody. So I thank you very much. Looking forward to this. It's going to be a great year. Thank you for your support, and thanks for coming out tonight.